Okay, this is February 24th, 2025. Meeting of the Berlin Board of Assessors. As a preliminary matter, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that some attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. This is Kevin Pond, Chair of the Board of Assessors. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me prior to me calling the meeting to order. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Bev Wheeler,
Here.
Roger Bradley.
Here.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Linda Barisha.
Here.
Okay, do we have any anticipated speakers on the agenda that have signed in yet?
Not yet.
Okay, with the quorum of the board present, I call this meeting to order at 6:02 p.m. on Monday, February 24th, 2025. Okay. If someone would like to start with the previous minutes from January 27th.
I have those in front of me. We
Okay.
were all present at the meeting. The meeting started at 6:02. We motioned to accept the minutes of the meeting of December 16th. Old business was fiscal year 26 inspections by office staff for building permit and 2024 sales ongoing. Real estate exemption application deadline for qualifying veterans and seniors, etc., is April 1st, 2025. The new business we discussed was 7 excise abatements. We had received 1 real estate exemption, 1 real estate abatement, 1 real estate deferral. Linda, we discussed that Linda has a meeting with the DOR and Vision regarding reval starting February through August of 2025. Personal property reval inspections were done by RRC, or are going to be done by RRC, and the real estate reval by Vision. Revaluation happens every 5 years. Education update, I completed the ethics training. Linda attended FinCom annual meeting, or is going to, on
Correct.
the 28th.
Yeah, it's Wednesday at 8 p.m.
And then we discussed a little bit of the HERO Act details. We were going to continue to discuss it. I read it today in the Powder House News. Nice job. Explained it all in detail about the real estate tax and what is property tax for the residents to know. And this topic will become an article to be voted on at the town meeting in May. And then we had documents to sign, minutes of the meeting, month ending reports, real estate CPA, real estate personal property, motor vehicle CPA abatements, and a few other documents, real estate exemption applications, motor vehicle abatement applications, and FY25 warrant and commitment. We received our correspondence for the building permit reports for December and the Warren Group sales reports for December. And our next scheduled meeting is for tonight at 6 p.m. Any questions?
Nope. Any errors or admissions anybody see there?
I didn't see or hear any errors or omissions.
Okay, all those in favor as read?
Aye.
Bev?
Aye.
And aye. Okay. Good job on that. All right, we can move on if anybody doesn't have any questions, to the agenda, which is for tonight, which is February 24th. Yep.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you want me to read the agenda?
Yes, I
Okay.
think I want you to read that. That'll be
Okay.
good.
Okay, that's fine. Basically, old business, the FY 26 inspections by office staff ongoing and building permits, sales as well. Real estate exemptions ongoing. The deadline is April 1st, one more month. New business, we received 4 excise abatements and 4 real estate abatements. I started to schedule abatement inspections. I was in 3 inspections today. Tomorrow, I believe I have 5. Wednesday, I have 2, and then I have the FinCom. So the schedule is going it's going on. I have a couple of more next week because some people are calling to reschedule them. So we kind of working on that. I had a meeting with DOR and Vision in my office last Tuesday. Not last Tuesday, Tuesday the 12th, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. So basically I got the directives on what I have to work, and we got the deadline on the inspections, and it's a lot of work. One of the directives was that I need to work on chapter land more in terms of the inspections. As you all know, I only have a part-time staff, and it's me, and I've been struggling a little bit when it comes to inspection, especially the chapter land, because I need to verify if they're using the land for what they signed for. So I was thinking, I don't know if you 3 can help me do some of the chapter inspections for this year, just to verify them.
I don't know why we couldn't do that to help out. Again, I'm not always available. But I don't know why. I think it's always better with 2 people. And rather than take 2 people out of the office, somebody else can help out in the field. That's my opinion of that, so. And again, I don't know if anybody else has any time to, do 1 or 2 a day. Maybe you have the whole day off, you can do 5, 3, but if there's only 1 scheduled, then fine. But maybe we can help out in that aspect, and it's just an idea. No, I think it's a good idea. Get through this and maybe lighten the load here, that's all.
And that just involved going to the houses and or?
For now, I need to do chapter land, because that's one of my directives that I need to verify it. And then I have like a couple of streets that I have to go and check the whole neighborhood on just trying to see, analyze statistics and grades. That's gonna be mostly me, because that's something that I know how to do it better than for you guys. Would be like easier to manage the inspections and just to verify it. Because when it comes to, statistics and dates, I think that would be mostly me, because I have to be very accurate, and besides that, we noticed that we had 2 horse farms that are um, in chapter 61A, which is agriculture. And one of the farms, we noticed that they are basically using the arena and the building for like training and lesson for horse riding, and I believe that's kind of a commercial. I scheduled an appointment with them to go and visit tomorrow and see what's going on, because if that's the case, then they do not qualify under chapter 61A. And based on the outcome tomorrow, I think I have to revise the decision.
Yeah, okay, but if you have to go there, you have to go, so that's my opinion. Get it ironed out, then they can do something else, reduce their chapter land or whatever they want to do, I don't know. But if, to me, if there's a discrepancy, we need to go, that, like you say. Yep, okay.
Just curious, what's involved in verification of the chapter land? Is there a checklist you go by, or?
Correct. The
Okay,
certain codes that I have them, because if someone says I'm just using this as an example. If someone applies and says, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever, Christmas tree shop, I mean, Christmas tree shop, sorry. I love that store. And go in the field and we notice that the land is not being used for that, then that's a discrepancy. And, I've been so busy the last 2 years, it's a lot going on, and, this year it's my reval. And it's impossible for me to go and check everything.
do you make appointments with these individuals, or?
Sometimes I try to make an appointment, but like, for example, today I had 3 abatement applications that they didn't provide me with their phone numbers. They forgot. So I just, I drove to the property and knocked on the door, and I showed them the application was no phone number, and it was impossible for me, to schedule an appointment. So I had 3 cases. Same with the chapter land. Sometimes the number doesn't work, it's disconnected, it's a wrong number, so it depends on the case. But usually for the chapter land, we do have contact information. We have a spreadsheet, so that's going to be a little bit more manageable and easy to schedule those appointments compared to, when I go for single family houses and condos. Those are a little bit more tough because I don't have those information. It's just chapter land, because when they apply every year, it depends what kind of program they are, then we usually have their email and phone number. So that's why when I was analyzing, I thought that's going to be more manageable if you 3 of you want to help me, then we can have Dawn schedule the appointment, and then you can just go there. It's going to be more easy since I have more information.
Okay, yep,
And, other than that, I wrote an article in the Powder House regarding the HERO Act. So I believe that's going to help, so to kind of navigate and stream the information line for the HERO Act. And then we can make the decision. However, if we are not comfortable making the decision as a board, we can have the Board of Selectmen decide on this topic for us. That's what I learned.
And where does the town meeting come in then? If
Um,
we decide, and do we still vote on at a town meeting?
I believe so, yes.
So,
But
I
the
don't
Board
know.
of Selectmen, if, I'm gonna have to get more details on this, but I believe I had a meeting with Kristen that sometimes if the board, a certain particular board cannot make a decision, or they do not wanna be, held accountable, or whatever the circumstances may be, then the Board of Selectmen may step in. I will get more information, and then I will let you know, in meantime, what is the procedure and how this is done.
Yeah. Uh, if you wanna ask them, fine. I'm not in favor of going to the Board of Selectmen. I mean, if we can't make a choice, fine, but I'm not sure we even have come close to voting on it or know what we're voting on. So I'll read the article, go through it in the Powder House News, which is great. Hopefully, everybody else in town will read it, and if they have any questions, we can try and answer them. And, but yeah, it's still, to me, in the early stages. I don't know that we need the Board of Selectmen to help us out, but if we do, that's a great fallback on that. Okay,
Yeah, okay, that is just like an option. So, next meeting, it's gonna be March, so I have to have this warrant. Pretty much we have to make the decision next month because, we have to prepare for the town meeting. The town meeting happens in May, so we have to, as a department head, I have to request what needs to be put on. So I would need to know the vote, like how we voting yes or no as a group, and then we can go from here. If we're not comfortable to vote, then we can go in the different line, like the Board of Selectmen, but the article is published in the newsletter, so if you have some time, please read it. And
okay,
is this-
yep,
I think my take on that is whether we're for it or against it, we tell the selectmen and they can present that at town meeting. That
Correct,
we don't have to present it, they can present it.
correct. I would be there if they have any I mean, we can be there as a group, like I am always there for the town meeting if they have any questions, but. Yep, that is correct. Okay, so we have a deal?
yes.
Yes.
Voting next month on the HERO Act.
Yes,
Yep,
basically,
okay.
next meeting, we would have to make the decision, to move forward or not with that, because it's like April. So,
Yep,
get ready, okay,
we're good with that. Good call. Yep,
okay, I do have a training on Thursday. I will be in Medfield. It's a training, two parts, for the finance team. It's from Department of Local Services, so I will be attending this Thursday. It's divided into two parts, part one and part two after 3 weeks on a Thursday. So I will be there because I'm part of the finance team, so I need to know what are the new rules and regulations when it comes to local receipts and everything. Other than that, I don't really think anything was going on. The meeting with the DOR went very well, with Vision as well. We kind of talked about the dates, what I'm expecting from them, what they are expecting from me. I was able to gather all the documentation that the DOR and my contractors asked a lot of reports. So we kind of just analyze everything. I have to work in a couple of other neighborhoods as well. DOR rep requested like a list of like around 200 different property cards. So she can analyze it and do some field work, so we'll see. After she's done with that, what's gonna be the feedback?
Well, don't worry about something you don't have any control over. We'll see what she says when she comes back. It's fine. Yeah. Be all good.
That's great. Thank you for the support as always. We had a couple of challenging cases which I had to deal with. Monday, last week I was at the Highland Commons for one of the businesses. They wanted an inspection because they saw the form of list, which I send every year, and two equipments were not there anymore. So I went there, did an inspection, took some pictures, and then removed those two equipments and issued them an abatement for this year. In meantime, we're getting form of list from the businesses. I already got the form of list for National Grid. Couple of cell companies. I sent out the 3 ABCs form for the exempt properties. I got a couple of them back, so once I receive everything, I will sit down and review them. I had a phone call from one of the 3 ABCs that I did not receive it last year, and you remember I changed the code to a taxable for one of the exempt properties.
Yeah,
Correct. So that was they called me this year and I explained that we made the decision and they were okay. They said, fine, we'll pay it for this year. And I explained to them the deadline is March 1st. So if you want to be exempt, I would need the paperwork. I received an interesting phone call today. It was from you remember previous Worcester Sand and Gravel?
yeah,
So
Yeah.
apparently they bought the property last April. And the lady called and was like, oh, we received the tax bill, was supposed to be exempt. And I said, Dawn picked up the phone, got the message, I called her back and I said, I didn't receive no paperwork. So I can't change if I don't receive all the paperwork. And then she was asking me how to do that and I explained the forms and I also advised her to talk to her accountant because usually the accountants know which form. I know which form I need, but you know. So she said, I will bring that over and then they will be changing from industrial to an exempt.
Where's this property located? Is it on River Road?
I believe so, yes.
So why would they be exempt?
I don't know yet for sure because I didn't see the paperwork, but that's what she was stating. She was stating that they got the exemptions from the state. So basically, if they got that exemptions from the state not to be taxable from, because they are being taxed as industrial. I would have to put them in exempt and I'll lose one more source of.
They're being taxed industrial, but I guess because they are industrial, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what the status was, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Today was my first time speaking
Yeah.
with,
Okay.
her name was Kristen. So
And
I will
much-
see.
I'm sorry, how much land are we talking about that's exempt there?
Couple of acres.
Hmm,
I don't have it as exempt as yet because I
yeah,
didn't.
but I don't,
Because they were claiming, like last year, I said I cannot change things if I don't have the proper documentation. It has to go through me to verify everything. And then she was like, oh, okay, we didn't know.
yeah, I might be thinking of the wrong property if it's only a couple of acres, but as far as
With-
I knew, there was quite a bit of land in
Yeah,
the
I thought there
area
was like-
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I thought there was like 19 acres or so.
Right, right.
Is that
So
behind the 1790?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I'm thinking,
that's where I'm thinking.
but
And
we'll
if the
see what
state-
happens. What
Excuse me.
about,
If the state gave them an exemption, why wouldn't the state notify the town of Berlin that they were exempt?
Oh, that doesn't go like that. Usually they provide them with a certification. It's called ST2, and that is their exemption. And then they have to file a different form. It's called PC
Oh,
100. So yeah, usually no, they would not. help you.
So-
okay.
You would have to verify.
why would the state give them an exemption period? I
Because
don't understand.
maybe they're a manufacturer. It depends on their status, what they filed or what are they doing. Like, for example, if we have a property, let's say it's commercial and someone decides to buy the building and they apply to become a church, then they get all the proper documentation and then I have to verify it as well and then take it from the tax roll as a taxable and as a commercial and then put it on their exempt, which would not be taxable.
Got it.
Sounds like
Okay.
sounds like we have to wait for the paperwork to show
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
The deadline is March 1st.
Oh,
yeah.
next year.
I don't know. Well, maybe they're gonna put a church up. Great place for it. Plenty of parking. Be beautiful. Okay. Who's next here?
Other than that, these two businesses, we had a case of I don't know how to put it, but someone that lives in one of the neighborhoods and the condos requested to, there was a discrepancy on the square footage, like around 60 square foot from what was the original engineering planning and what we measured it 20 years ago. So that was not filed during the abatement season. The deadline for the abatement was February 7th. We received that email on February 12th. And basically, we cannot accommodate that. So I advised the taxpayer that they have to file for an abatement next year. And then I will, and schedule, of course, an appointment with them. So I can have an inspection and basically measure the condo because by Mass General Law and I cannot change anything without me going and verifying. I don't know because sometimes it happens, we receive a plan from the engineering or from the architect or whoever is doing it, and then you go in the field and there's discrepancy. Like I had a case that, I had the plan and when I went in the field to measure, it was a new house and I'm like, it's 20 feet wider. Oh yeah, my wife really didn't like the kitchen. So things can happen and then usually the plans get recorded like ahead of a time. So that's why you have to go in the field. So basically I received a phone call and I explained that to the taxpayer that, I need to know if the plan is correct or we are correct or but I have to go and verify that. So basically, hopefully next year we'll be able to solve that.
Okay, good, yeah,
So we had also a couple of taxpayers that filed for an abatement, and they would deny the inspection. So I explained that the moment that someone denies the inspection per Mass General Law, then that abatement is denied.
okay. They understand that?
I don't know. I hope
Okay,
so they do.
They
All
probably
right.
understood it, they just didn't like it.
oh, I understand now, Rod. Thank you for that clarification. I got it, I got it now. Okay, yeah. All right, where are we now?
Other than this, nothing else going on, just day-to-day activities and,
Yeah. Okay.
there's a lot of paperwork to be signed. I left Dawn prepared everything and it's there for all of you to sign. It's real estate exemption. We received the excise commitment. That's the biggest one that we receive in a year, the February one. You will have the warrant there and the commitment and, your
Okay.
usual month-to-month reports that needs to be signed, couple of exemptions.
Yeah,
Okay.
I received my excise tax bill today.
Oh, Bob received his.
Oh, boy.
Good, that's great. Yeah, all right,
We'll be adding to the revenue.
yeah,
Yeah,
I had someone come in today. It was a veteran with a 100% disability, and based on the HERO Act, they don't need to go through the medical advisory board anymore from the RMB. They just automatically are eligible. So we abated completely. It was around, I believe, 400 and something dollars. And then when I report the exemptions, I will report this as well.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Okay. What else do we have?
Other than that, I don't think we have the warrant and commitment 7, the excise warrant commitment 1. We have 2 deferral loan 41A. You're all familiar what is the deferral? Yeah, we have 2. We have a new case this year as well. The previous one is the same case as last year, but this one we have someone that basically they couldn't afford it. And I did check on their income, so they do qualify. So we have 2 tax deferral. Once you, all 3 of you sign them, we will go ahead and send them to the registry of deeds so they can place a lien for them. Other than that, nothing else. Our next meeting is scheduled for March 24th, 2025 at 6 p.m. I don't know if you all know, but I had not a meeting with Raj. You all stop by sometimes to see me, and I appreciate that. And one day Raj came, so we talked about the meeting for Monday at 6 p.m. Because I believe they asked me if we can have this meeting earlier because of the Board of Selectmen. Correct, Raj? Help me here.
Yeah.
Please, if I'm missing something, and I don't know, I didn't get any feedback. What's the status?
They had asked you because they need, I don't know if they need, but they want me to film the selectmen's meeting. And because of the Monday, our meeting runs into their meeting, I can't do it. So, Brittany has found people to cover it for this month and next month, so it's not a concern. So I don't know what the solution would be. I don't know if we could change our meeting day to a Tuesday. That would work better for me. I don't know how it would work for you guys. I could probably leave work early and we could do it in the office if that would be easier for everybody.
Leave work early at what time?
Well, I would leave work at 2 o'clock.
Be
So I-
there like 2:30?
Yeah,
That would work for me.
Know if I could be there every Monday.
You mean every third Monday of the month?
I'm sorry, what?
It's third Monday of the month.
just,
Yeah,
just our meeting.
yeah, but what I do doesn't make any difference. Could be whatever. I don't know that I could 100% guarantee that I can have every Monday. I'd have to take every Monday of the third Monday off of the month to be there, to make sure I'm there at 2:30. With what I do, if something goes wrong somewhere, I'm on the hook. I'm there till the end, plus traffic. So even if I have to work in Boston and I'm out by 1 o'clock, sometimes there's an accident on the Mass Pike and you're just there. So,
So I have an idea. If we try to have this meeting in person, it would be great sometimes, but if we see that there's like an issue and you get stuck, we can do that Monday on a Zoom. I don't have a problem. Like, I would like to combine them in person and in Zoom.
I would just be on my laptop stuck in traffic.
Okay,
I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I just don't know.
but you always available on Zoom on Mondays. I never,
But it's 6 o'clock.
correct, that's what I'm saying. If you call me like at 2 and say, hey, I'm stuck, we can just like do a group chat and say, hey, let's do it Zoom tonight.
But if it's at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, again, I cannot always guarantee I'm there. But I'm usually, but not always, home by 6, usually. Well, this is the first we've heard of it. We're just working on
Bouncing
some
around.
ideas. Yeah,
I'm okay to leave it as it is. It's not a problem for me, but if they need to, and after 2 months we don't have that,
plus I feel bad, Roger's losing millions, not being able to film
Yeah,
up there. You
yeah,
know, millions of dollars he's
Yeah.
losing. So
yeah,
feel bad for Raj on that note.
yeah,
I do.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
In changing nights, I think the Board of Health has meetings on Tuesdays. So I don't
Yeah.
know if two boards can Zoom at the same time or not. I'm not sure how that works.
yeah. Well, like I said, all set for this month and next month, so.
Well, we take maybe June, July, and August off, like other boards do.
Yeah.
Just an idea,
We'll make it work.
Okay,
I mean, I always gave my board 1 month off.
Yeah,
Okay, we could just like double it next time,
yeah, yeah.
but not 2, 3 months.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
Well, I mean, I don't, you know, if you two are there, that's a quorum, so I don't have a problem with that either. But,
Well, that,
okay,
And the last thing is, I believe one of you have to run for the Board of Assessor. If I'm not mistaken, it's Raj.
I already submitted my papers,
Good job, see?
and I also did this.
oh, wow,
Oh,
oh,
that's
woo-hoo!
wow,
lucky. Okay,
So
that's,
Great job.
do you want a copy of this?
yes, please, if you
Uh,
can just leave it in, yeah.
yeah.
I gave a copy to Eloise already, but I'll give you a copy as well.
Yeah, because I have folders for the staff and, so I can keep this. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Raj.
If I get a copy, I'm gonna frame it, Raj, and put it up in my living room.
Yeah.
So every time I ask it, they're like, there you go, Linda.
Yeah, you do it.
Just
Yeah,
change the date. You gotta
yeah,
change the date once in a while.
yeah. Okay, are we done?
Any questions for me? Any suggestions? Any feedback?
Yeah, things are going great. Just typical assessing. Don't worry about what you can't control. We'll move forward. See how it goes. Just put out another issue. That's all. Okay. Somebody want to make a motion to, if we're all done, we all done?
I believe so.
Okay, somebody want to
Ro-
make a motion to end the meeting?
Roger mo,
Yeah.
Roger motioned and I second.
Okay, and I'll third it. All right, we're done.